I'm Pablo.
I'm Ballsy.
I'm Iron Man.
There's a story about a man named Arthur Jensen who knew he was sick and had the opportunity to prepare for his future if he could not make decisions for himself. He refused, however, to discuss the death of his wife and family. After a long illness that exhausted his health insurance, doctors prolonged treatment even though his family did not want them to. Arthur's 3 extra months of life left his family with a medical bill of $150,000, as well as putting them into a mental and emotional hardship for many years to come. This story shows the importance of preparing for the inevitable. Now, with advanced directives, the problem with pains that we have is not enough people over the age of 50 have advanced directives in Evansville, Indiana. Without advanced directives, families have to face tough decisions to deal with other family members that are in critical care, for example, coma or stroke. Without having the wishes of another terminally ill patient, this can be expensive as well as having a major impact mentally and emotionally on family members. 25 to 30% of people in Evansville have advanced directives. This number needs to be greatly increased.
So how can we get this number from 25 to 30% up to 40, 50, 60, even 70%? And the plan of attack we came up with is the advanced directive movement. And the advanced directive movement starts off with just the 3 of us going out and talking to people over the age of 50, presenting the awareness and why they should have advanced directives. How we're going to do this, we're going to go to churches, hospitals, nursing homes, community events, anywhere that we can find someone over the age of 50 and talk to them about why they should have an advanced directive. Also, we're going to be teaming up with key people in the community, people who have a lot of influence, people who are opinion leaders, people that we think people over the age of 50 will actually listen to. So we're going to talk to public officials, doctors, local doctors, pastors, and anybody else that we think will be influential. Also, we're going to have local radio and TV ads that'll help get the information out. As well with that, we're going to do flyers and newspaper ads so that way people can hear it, see it, and read it. Community trends and drivers. So firstly, we're going to talk about La Crosse, Wisconsin. La Crosse, Wisconsin has an advanced directive rate of 96%. And why did they have 96%, you might ask? Is because one guy wanted to talk about death and got everyone else talking about death. And now everyone is open to talking about death. The other thing we're going to look at is the New York City's LIVE program. And LIVE is their plan on advanced directives and how to get more advanced directives throughout the city of New York. We'd love to base our model off this and what New York City's been doing. And LIVE stands for Learn About Options for End-of-Life Care, Implementing Plans to Ensure Wishes Are Honored, Voice decisions of family members and healthcare providers, and engage in personal community efforts and improve end-of-life care.
Now, talking about the opportunity signs, as mentioned, we're going to be targeting adults here in the Evansville area, ages 50 and over. So that'll give us almost 21,000 individuals to work with out of almost 180,000 individuals of total Evansville population. Now, as we said, we're going to go to specific organizations, communities here, such as the nursing homes, which in fact there are 29 in Evansville, and churches, which are a whopping 250 in Evansville. Now, as we said, we're also going to be working with key opinion leaders, such as for the nursing homes, it would be the doctors or healthcare providers, and for the churches, it would be the pastors, fathers, or priests. Now, looking into the competitive advantage, we took advanced directive compared to 3 other things. It would be the members of the family, having a will, and doing absolutely nothing. Now, the first advantage would be that individuals can clearly specify any healthcare needs that they're wanting due to the inability to communicate in order to satisfy their medical needs or treatments. And secondly, it will be their own surrogate decision maker, such as it will be their own, you yourself be your own decision maker, nobody else. But with having a will, yes, you're going to have a decision maker, but there might be some conflict between that, such as family members arguing, well, why was she on the will, what was he on the will, causing a very argumental process. And lastly, family members might feel guilty or uncertain if the right choice was made, but in the end, it was the patient's own wishes. So, but if the family members would have chose something differently, it would have been costly, such as continuing medical treatment, which could then be leading to a financial crisis, as you've heard before in the beginning of the story. Now, looking at the value proposition, for those adults ages 50 and over living within the Evansville area who do not have an advanced directive or don't even know what the advanced directive is, ADM will work for the city of Evansville, teaming up with key opinion leaders, presenting valuable information about advanced directives. Now, ADM will be successful because the information about advanced directives will come to the people rather than people finding out about it. So for example, will be that they go to the doctor's office and maybe, just maybe, learn about events directive. Or another example would be, a worse scenario would be that they go through that experience, in which case they would have wished they would have had an events directive. Now, I'd like Pablo closing on out for us.
I remember the story about Arthur and all the problems he faced. These problems could have simply been avoided by knowing what he wanted and completing an advance directive. By completing advance directives, this greatly increased the chances that a patient that is terminally ill can pass away they and their loved ones would have wanted. Thank you.
All right. Next.